Are you looking for a cheap build that can clear fast? Are you tired of build guides inflating the price of uniques? The Frostbolter 2000 is the build for you. Featuring rare items in every slot, the Frostbolter 2000 can take care of any scenario easily. But wait, there's more. Put on a biscos collar today and watch as loot explodes from your enemies. But wait, there's even more. Kick back and relax to the sound of your enemies shattering under your balls. There really is no better feeling. But don't take my word for it.
When I first heard about the Frostbolt 2000, I was skeptical, but as soon as I gave it a shot, my life changed for the better. I got a raise at work, and my girlfriend started giving me more affection. Let it change your life today.
Memes aside, it's a really strong build, and one that I was quite happy to use as my level 100 pusher. If you have the Frozen Trail Threshold Jewels, you can level it from level 1 with Frostbolt, and it handles all of the content fairly well. It's not the most amazing boss killer, but I did manage to solo all of it. I leveled by using a decoy totem, and it helps a lot. For Act 10 Kitava, I leveled to level 70, and then I had a level 20 Frostbolt. And that gave me enough damage to do the fight, and while it was pretty sketchy, it was still doable solo. Endgame wise, I've done all the bosses up to tier 13 solo, and Vinctar Square as well. It's not a fast boss killer by any means, but once I have enough maps, you can skip a lot of the bosses and you don't need to do them. And if you do want to do all the bosses, they're fairly doable with a decoy totem. For bandits, you pick up Alira, and this helps you early on with gearing because it resists, and you get crit multi for later on. The mana is quite nice early on as well. Ascendancy, I pick up Instruments of Virtue first, and then Augur of Penitence. The two last ascendancies are Righteous Providence and Inevitable Judgment. You can do crit after getting the Merc Lab and then taking Augur of Penitence as your Uber Lab one. But I find that it's slightly harder to go crit early on now because life needs to invest so much into having survivability. So I've been staying non-crit until around level 83. You can probably do it earlier if you have gear, like nice diamond rings and stuff, but this is where I feel like you are high enough level to pick up enough crit. You can use rares in every piece with life on resist. And on a weapon, you'd early on want a random scepter with spell damage, cast speed, and attack speed, and flat added to spells is good as well. The reason you want attack speed is just for your shield charge to go faster. It really ups your clear speed. Later on, you want a rare dagger with crit, but otherwise it's going to be similar to the scepter. If you want to try your luck, you can make a cast speed dagger by using a Essence of Misery. Ideally, you want attack speed, cast speed, and spell crit, along with any damage to spells. There are some uniques you can get as well, such as Cloak of Defiance. This improves Minor Matter and makes it 40%. And you still pick up the Minor Matter nodes, because you're not going to get enough mana if you don't. Winds of Change gives you projectile speed, damage and life, and they're a pretty good pickup in general. Karui Charge as well is a really good pickup for clear speed and damage, but Biscos Collar gives you such an insane amount of loot that I'd rather use that. If you haven't tried it, it really is insane, and it's something I'm going to use for every map clearer build where it doesn't have like two big drawbacks. For example, an example of a build that it would be a big drawback in would be a Facebreaker build where you really need fast physical and everything. Sybil's Lament as well, really good for dealing with Reflect, especially if you don't have a Vessel of Vinctar and you do want the spells version when you go for a Vinctar. If you want to ignore Reflect completely, you can check out my totem version of this build, which I'll link to in the description. I'll write gems and skill trees, stuff like that in the description. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the guide. Check me out on twitch.tv. Thanks for watching, and try to die less than I do.